What's up guys, Duke's Loth here, and I got asked some questions about countering in solo lane. This video will not cover everything about solo lane. This will basically be a short prequel to the full-on solo lane guide that'll come eventually. For now, I just wanted to get into some specific tactics that Mr. Game & Watch wanted to know about. So, the question was, what should I do if somebody hugs his tower and farms that way all game, safe farms, or the Phoenix maybe even, and you can't do anything against it? Like, how should you counteract? What should you do? First up, what you do in solo lane highly depends on your character. If you have a character that can rotate out fast, for example, Sun Wukong, Janus when he was still a solo lane thing, and similar guards, you may not even have to stay there. Loki would be another good example. Then there are guards that live from the aggression within the solo lane. Perfect example would have been Bakasura if he wasn't that terrible at the moment. And then there are solo laners that basically stay there to farm as long as they can and then become monsters in the late game, namely Hell. So depending on which of those guards you're playing, what you want to do might be completely different. So if you, for example, playing Sun Wukong and you feel like rotations make sense for you, go rotate. If you feel like rotations don't make sense for you, he is actually able to poke under tower. He has the cudgel with the long range. You can still keep on poking. Even if you take a tower shot, you should probably be fine because he's tanky enough. So he would probably be better off diving if he can. Same goes for Bakasura, same goes for solo lane Bastet. But there are others that don't benefit from it that much. The other option, if you don't want to dive and the risk is too high, and this is probably the best option in most situations, is freezing the wave. What you want to do is just last hit the minions, because this will force the enemy to come out of his tower eventually. Otherwise, he's gonna completely lose minions. He's gonna lose the XP and the gold if it's too far away and one of your minions dies. This works quite well if you don't have certain items. For example, if you have Mystical Mail, it's problematic. If you have a defensive item like Hardwood or Sovereignty, it's problematic. Soul Eater would be problematic. Everything that basically buffs the minions in some way. The third option is if you feel like you can't really afford to freeze lane, but you still want to get an advantage, you can go ahead and push the wave into tower as fast as possible. What this will allow you to do is at least take away the gold gain from the enemy. This will not work against everyone. There are certain characters that just live off being rude in solo lane. Loki, for example, can just decoy clear most minions, and there's not much you can do against it. So, in that case, try to look for rotations, or at least make sure you rotate with him when he tries to get out of lane. We will get into more specifics about the solo lane as soon as I finish the entire video for it. Until then, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Duke's Loth out.